Yo, check this out, man. My name is DeHaven, aka Headache Gil from Marcy, BK, Brooklyn. What up? I'm here to expose this nigga Jay for who he really is and what type of nigga he is. But at the same time, I'm gonna let y'all know who responsible, how I'm responsible for that whole Rockefeller empire. I'm gonna let y'all know about most of the shit he talking about on the record and who he talking about on record and all that other shit. You know, all them subliminal messages and shit like that. I'm gonna let you know how foul, how Dame is. I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna make you know the whole breakdown on that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know how his family, you know what I'm saying, how they totally, how disrespectful their family is. You know what I'm saying? How down from the mother on down and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to, I'm just gonna let y'all know how bad they fucked the game up and how blind they got y'all and shit, talking all this shit, how real they is and what they doing for niggas. I'm gonna let y'all know how they got niggas fucked up in jail and how niggas is around the way walking. All the niggas, most of the niggas that pioneered that game. Let you know.
What's up, party people? It's your boy Darren Dickerson here for another episode of Discovery and Distrust, man. Hey, first off, I want to apologize for all y'all tapping in. I heard a lot of cursing. DeHaven is going in, bro. Yeah, man. So, for those of y'all who are just hip to what this is, I want to make sure you guys like and subscribe. Discovery and Distrust is a series that we're doing on Ricky Ross's YouTube channel, and I want to make sure that that you guys are tuning in. I'm Darren Dickerson. I am your host, and you are watching Freeway Ricky's channel. And so one thing that Rick is doing, man, is Rick is letting people use his platform to raise more awareness about certain things. I've been watching this whole thing with Jay. Like his cover just came out, right? His GQ cover just came out, and you know, unfortunately, man, it's as a publicist, I know what he's doing. As a publicist, I know that he's about to gas y'all. Okay, this is where the hype begins. You know, he sat down with a young journalist. You know, no shade to the young brother. He sat down with a young journalist who, you know, was clearly a Jay-Z fan, and it's crazy that, you know, someone of his caliber, a publication like a GQ, would let something like that happen, right? Given everything that's going on in the media and the culture right now today, there's no sense to not sitting Jay-Z down with a seasoned journalist that's going to ask all the right questions. More importantly, this is coming out so quiet, yo. It's coming out super, 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 super quiet. Facts. That, you know, there was no hype around Jay-Z's GQ cover. There was no announcement about it when it was first going down, right? And now they got this video interview. I think the interview was done to try to clean it up, try to soften the blow for it coming. You know, before I get too far into the show, I want to make sure I thank all of the viewers, man. I thank you for all your notes, all your feedback. We heard you on the audio in the background. I'm at the Tech Center in Little Rock, Arkansas. This is Little Rock IPTV. This will probably be one of the first episodes that we actually really post, right? Because, I mean, post onto the network. Because, you know, early on, my goal has been to get this conversation going. I've been telling you all, I am not a podcaster. I am a publicist who runs a entertainment channel. I mean, who runs a network, right? And you know, right now I'm really focused on making sure. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just bringing this up in front of you. Yeah, no. Okay, so what we're doing right now is I have Al Jazeera streaming live I'm watching Al Jazeera. We have news programs going simultaneously. So right now, can y'all see that? I'm watching Al Jazeera on Little Rock IPTV, and something had happened and it caught my attention. So you guys have to forgive me if I get a little distracted sometimes, because I'm still running a media network, and I'm trying to stay up on everything that's happening while I'm also trying to bring y'all the breaking news stories, right? I'm trying to, I'm trying to be responsive to everything you guys are saying about the audio, the background noise, everything. So I'm pretty sure you won't have none of those issues with the show today. So shout out to the fans for keeping me up to speed, in the loop on what's going on. So, I just couldn't sit by, man, and watch, this whole thing that's going down. Jay-Z is named in one of the biggest sex scandals on the planet, and somehow, he's managed not to have to say a word. But more importantly, man, Jay-Z's whole narrative is false, right? And now that DeHaven is outside, I thought it only made sense just to hear what DeHaven has to say, right? Now, this was Jay's best friend, road dog, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? This is the man who I personally think the stories that Jay-Z tell are DeHaven stories. Because the early pictures of Jay, man, he like a gump, bro. He don't look like nobody who was ever out doing anything. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. I don't buy the narrative. You guys can say what you want to, but there is a story that went around that when all the artists were trying to get together to form a union, that when all the artists were trying to get together to form a union, they had a meeting in L.A. that Jay, Prince, and Suge, it was actually Suge's idea that they all got together. And I can see it being Suge's idea because Suge was a former athlete. He played football at UNLV, and I could see him having some sense around, organizing, because, he would have been going into a league that had a union, right? And so, Suge wasn't no dummy, man. He let the power go to his head, true enough, but he wasn't no dummy. And so, the idea of getting all the artists together and structuring them into something makes sense, right? And so they, the rumor goes around where they all had that meeting, and the next thing you know, hip hop police. So now, take that and link it with what DeHaven is saying.
You do the history of most of the people that got in trouble in the industry, big trouble, who they went to for help?
That's true.
When Lil Wayne was in trouble, who did he go to? When Meek Mills was in trouble, who he go to? Meek Mills said it himself. Desiree helped me.
Real life.
Yo, that tells you right there. That clip is in a conversation about whether or not Jay might be a Fed. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. And shout out to the dudes over at Recycling Street Stars for this clip. And let's just jump back into it, y'all. Because, it don't get no realer than this.
Down to details. They had me. They said that I'm gonna blow up and I could eat off this. And keep in mind, the chick had a plan too. Like, yo, we could do things. And I can guarantee you the conversation with Emery, even when Emery came home and seen, he came home and seen the same thing. Yo, you dealing with her?
Who's the chick?
Desiree.
Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
He came home and had to see it too. Say, yo, what is this? And I can tell you how that conversation probably went. Like, look, man, you don't need to worry about this. You don't need to worry about nothing else ever again. You over here with us now. But what if, yo, she a snitch? Man, fuck that snitch shit, bro. Them people that's talking about that snitch shit, we ain't gonna be breathing in the same ear. That's what you worried about? Them niggas that don't have nothing sitting home? Where you gonna be if you don't get on this side of town, get on this side? I can see that conversation happening. And a nigga move all his integrity and morals to the side to take care of his family after he just did 12 years. I can see that. But I don't see, and what I couldn't put past me, is Emery coming to me.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet
Hey, sorry about that, y'all. I'm trying to get these little technical glitches out of the way, so I let the ads run a little bit when you see that, because I, you know, like I'm still letting the ad run on the channel that I'm playing it from, because that's how those shows make their money, right? So if you see a little bit of an ad creep in when I'm running a clip, just know that it's intentional, because we are, you know, I'm not trying to take content from anybody. I'm not trying to represent it like it's my own. What I'm trying to do is keep a conversation going that, you know, no one seems to really want to have, you know what I mean? That somehow, you know, in the midst of all this, Jay has been able to gaslight the entire world, that he, you know, that he's something he's not. And so I'm encouraging y'all, man, go listen to these DeHaven clips. You know, put the DeHaven clips alongside what's going on with Jeffrey Epstein. We trying to clean up the culture. We have a real opportunity now to reclaim the culture, you know, and start doing some things positive. We know all the artists that's been ripped off. We know all the women that's been abused and harmed. And now we just got to let these demons go, man. Stop idol worshiping people. You know, just being real. You know, I'm sorry that your favorite rapper is a slime ball. But if you can't see what he did to his man, DeHaven was his man. And you can't go find no pictures of Jay-Z before he was rounding around with DeHaven. You can't go find no pictures of Jay-Z when he was just with Jazzo in the early days when he was a Dame Dash, when he wasn't a Gump. And don't think Dame didn't know DeHaven. You know, Dame is now trying to, you know, make it seem like maybe there was something going on, you know, maybe it was possible and he didn't know, and yada, yada, yada. And so let's get into this clip.
But I do remember him, but I don't really know what he said about me.
He didn't say nothing on that interview. I watched it. He didn't say nothing about you.
Oh, okay.
All right, y'all, so there you have it. That was Dame Dash. He decided to speak on DeHaven for the first time, and he mentioned that DeHaven, he used to send Jay-Z on missions, you know, to cop keys uptown. And, you know, we've been known that DeHaven is, he was one who put plays together. And Jay-Z was under him. As
around, I don't remember him around for Rockefeller business, you know, but I do remember like Jay driving his white Lexus, and he'd be around. You know,
that poor white Lexus wasn't Jay's? The white one that?
The four-door was. It was a coupe that he used to let him drive.
Oh, okay. So Jay had
it's a swap. Remember, Jay had that old Lexus, that old style Lexus, and they used to swap whatever.
Okay.
And I do remember once, you know.
Yeah, I bet they used to swap jewelry. I bet that, you know, he talking about Jay had sent them uptown. Nah, man, DeHaven was the man. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, fellas. Do not fall for the banana in the tailpipe, fellas. DeHaven was the man. All these street stories, all this stuff that Jay-Z's telling, it's all DeHaven's life, bro. He stole that man's identity, man, basically. And then when it came time to help him out, he ain't help him out. I mean, it's a consistent story of when you down, Jay kick you. So as a publicist, I saw the play. I saw the GQ setup, and then the perfect questions where he can come off sounding like, you know, I'm the leading black man that's busting down doors and making waves for people. Save it, bro. Save it, bro. Hey, man, this your boy Darren Dickerson, Discovery and Distrust. Let me hit y'all with the intro so we can get into this Lemmy Plummer and Zeus.
And with the greater knowledge of nature, you must know what is good and what is not. You must know what is finite. You must know that which is material, physical, and otherwise.
Hey, y'all be asking me, who is that in the background, man? That's Marcus Garvey, bro. That's a speech from Marcus Garvey. The beat, I made that beat, actually. That's from a song that we did called A Man in You. Shout out to Momo, Monica Himes. She's on the vocals. We're going to be releasing that song later on this year. But, yeah, man, so, you know, I wanted to take this opportunity. I've been promising y'all that I would give you real, bona fide, certified proof, but more importantly, I said that I was going to bring you guys this. Hey, man, so first, before we get too deep into this, man, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you share this video, like it, all those things. It's your boy Darren Dickerson. I'm here for Discovery and Distrust. You're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, we're live on Ricky Ross's Freeway Ricky Ross is not a rapper on his YouTube channel. He's letting content creators use his platform to reach a broader audience. And so, for the last few days, I've been on this mission about the Zeus Network. I had promised to bring you guys more truths about the Zeus Network, and I told you I wrote a paper called The Devil in the Skinny Suit, right? And so the pictures you see, like this look he got right here, and matter of fact, let's go over here. So, this is, this is Lemuel Plummer. This dude right here is Lemuel Plummer. He is the founder of the Zeus Network. He used to have a production company. He probably still does. L. Plummer Media, and I was the head of publicity and marketing for L. Plummer Media. Okay, I helped them launch several shows. I did a lot with them. But more importantly, I was a part of the team that helped create what you now watch as the Zeus Network. Now, I'm not saying that with any level of pride. It was my intent to be a part of Zeus. I left before Zeus actually launched because we were working on a Christian platform, and the Christian platform, it's called Black Box Faith. So the Zeus Network used to be a Christian network. Well, I won't say it used to be a Christian network. It was supposed to be a Christian platform. That's what it was supposed to be. I wrote the first press release, first press story about the platform itself. But it was really, we were pitching two things at the same time, right? We were pitching the fact that Lemmy had this Christian platform ready to go, and at the same time, he was working on a platform with social influencers, right? And so I'm trying to find, there it is, boom, perfect. I was trying to find the exclusive pitch that we first came up with. Let me see, is it here? Yeah, there it is. Hold on, you guys. Let me make this so you can see it. Because this is the original pitch that went out for Zeus. Let me see if we can do that again. Hold on one second. I'm gonna set this up for y'all. Because what you'll see, oh, sorry about this, y'all. What you're gonna see is that see, it's not letting me give it to you. See, it's what the kind of stuff is going on, man. There we go. Stick with me, y'all. Don't give up on me. Told y'all we knew at this whole process, man. So y'all gonna see a few blemishes and a few warts, but I promise you this. The information, it won't be nothing better than, there you go. There we go. Boom. All right, so here we go. And I don't have no whole big team over here helping me do this with y'all, so I'm getting it right in real time. So now, this was the original press release, or press pitch, okay? So this is the press pitch for it was one for Black Box Faith, and the other one was for a potential streaming platform with social influencers, right? So you can see right there, Lemuel Plummer announces first ever S5 platform aimed at African American Christians, Black Box Faith. It lists all the partners, right? The secondary headline was this, that he also had a platform for millennials. And so we were really, if you notice the paragraph, this paragraph is way bigger than anything about the Zeus part. It wasn't about Zeus, but because we were still in the process of trying to figure out which way they wanted to go with it, right? I drafted both releases. And so both releases ended up, being pitched out. We tried to see, which network would want to carry it. Which outlet would want to carry it. And it ended up being this. So it ended up getting placed in Daily Variety, King Batch, Amanda Cerny, Daystorm, Power to Launch, subscription video service. This was the exclusive. If you Google it, the story is still out there. But the reality is that it was never supposed to be that. It was supposed to be this. So the Zeus network was supposed to be a Christian platform, which once he tried to pivot back to the Christian platform, inspired me to write this. The devil in a skinny suit. And it's crazy because I used to be running with these dudes. I remember when they was developing this, I remember, you know, I was there. I was first hands on with everything that was happening. And to see what it's become now, it's crazy. So I wrote The Devil with a Skinny Suit. This is the rest of the story. And it just talks about how Lemmy stole this idea, man, from Groundworks was a technology company. Nicholas Stokes was a tech partner. And these are the people who put all this together. I'm going to dig into a lot more stuff. I'm going to dig into a lot of stuff that's going on. Like, you know, he's married to or about to have a baby with Scotty with the Body. And Scotty with the Body would have never paid that dude a second of attention if he wasn't already doing the whole thing with the Zeus Network. You know, I'm going to get some of the former people who were on the show to pop in. I'm going to try to get one of the guys who was the dude who won the reality show for Black China's Mom. So I got the dude who won that reality show. I also gonna get Nicholas Stokes to come on to talk about, you know, what his contribution was to the Zeus platform, and you know, the whole again, like I said, I'm not a podcaster, bro. I'm not out here trying to launch this as a whole new thing, but we got these people living amongst us, right? We got these people living amongst us that are being lifted up, that are being celebrated, you know, like they aren't the devil. So, you know, make sure you guys subscribe. You are watching Freeway Ricky Ross's channel. I'm your boy, Darren Dickerson. The series is called Discovery and Distrust. We are digging into the whole Zeus network and how it's a whole a village full of demons and weirdos, and led by this dude, Lemuel Plummer. This is not something new that I'm doing. I wrote a paper in 2019 called The Devil in the Skinny Suit. I tried to alert people, alarm you, make sure people know that this is not somebody you should be lifting up. And today's episode, you know, I think it kind of touches on this from two perspectives, right? It's really for all the Jay-Z stans and fans out there who are not trying to see this man for who he is and what he really is. My bad, y'all. I keep forgetting to put my John's glasses on. If you're not seeing this man for who he is and what he really is, and also the same thing is happening with Lemuel Plummer. So one is on the East Coast, one is on the West Coast, right? So from coast to coast, within our industry, we're not trying to see the people who are really messing us up, who are really, you know, who've been holding us back, who are really at the center, at the heart of what's wrong, not only within our industry, within our culture, and ultimately within our community. So, you know, I am challenging you all to not just watch this content, but also do your homework. Man, make sure you educate your children, because we are in a serious fight for our soul, and definitely for the souls of our youth, because these people are influencing our kids, man. Hey, man, it's your boy, Darren Dickerson. I want to thank y'all, as always, for tapping into another episode of Discovery and Distrust. We try to be on Monday through Friday at, let's call it 2:30 or 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock Central Time, or 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Pacific. This is your daily dose of honesty and truth from within the game. If you're going to penalize me for anything, penalize me for not necessarily being a true podcaster. I think if you've been watching the shows, some of the little foibles, we trimming them down. But the whole idea is that someone has to be the arbiter of truth. Someone has to be a person who was on the inside, who can make sure you guys know what's really going on, and have an appreciation for the truth. Because somewhere along the way, truth has been lost. Somewhere along the way, honesty has been lost. And the people who are keeping the narrative are the same ones spinning the lies. This is your boy, Darren Dickerson, for another episode of Discovery and Distrust. This the Thursday show, y'all. Tomorrow is Friday. Shout out to Big Boy in LA, man. I got that Friday from him, man. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. Or you catch me on Facebook in a minute. Hey, you know what y'all gotta do? Gotta hit you with the outro.
You must know what is good and what is not. You must know what is finite. You must know that which is material, physical, and otherwise.